One of the most important debates in the early church revolved around who was this Jesus that was born for us at Bethlehem. What was his relationship with God the Father? Was this Jesus also divine, or was he merely a human being? These questions were crucial because they would determine how we view our relationship with Jesus. The readings that we heard this morning suggest that Jesus is not just merely a man. The witness that John the Baptist provided in today's gospel shows us that John regarded Jesus as someone who is much greater in status. "I am not fit to undo his sandal strap," John says to the man who had inquired about his identity. The first letter of St. John that we heard in today's first reading is even clearer about who Jesus is. St. John asserts that Jesus is the Christ and that there is an inseparable union between Jesus and the Father. Hence, John writes that to acknowledge the Son is to have the Father as well, and to deny the Son is to not have the Father. This understanding of Jesus as intimately related to the Father is important, is very important, because it means that we can also come into the embrace of God by the embrace of Jesus. And this truth about Jesus, St. John tells us, is one that we must hold on to no matter what, because it will make a difference to our lives as Christians. Because if Jesus is intimately connected to the Father, to be in Christ is to be in the truth, because God himself is the truth. Now, as we celebrate the memorial of Saints Basil and Saint Gregory today, we look to them with gratitude for having defended this divinity, this divine identity of Jesus, among other things as well. Born around about the same time, both Saints Basil and Gregory came from Cappadocia in modern-day Turkey. Both were guided in the faith by pious women in their lives, St. Basil by his grandmother, St. Gregory by his mother. Both spent about 5 years of their life living the monastic life. Both became bishop and doctor of the church, and both were vital in fighting the Arian heresy. Because during that time, there was this group of people who denied the divinity of Jesus, insisting that he was only a special human being at best. But Saints Basil and Gregory dedicated much energy and even risked their own livelihood to defend the divinity of Jesus. And so we give thanks to them, and we give thanks to God that during a time when there was much confusion about who Jesus is, there were these two saints who defended the truth about Christ. So as we continue this Christmas season, let us allow the truth of Jesus as the Christ of God to lead us closer to God, knowing that as we come to the child Jesus, we also come into the presence of the Father who created all of us and wishes all of us to come to him in love.